day, everyone. I'm happy to meet you this morning. And this is our first
Good
contact.
day, sir.
As I'm knowing you today, I'm very happy to have all of you on the ground. Now, I'm from the Student Affairs Unit as a acting dean of that division. And between me and you, we are friends because we need to collaborate together. The reason why is that when we talk about the interest and attention, the two go pari passu. You cannot be separated. The moment you have interest, you will pay attention. And the moment you pay attention, that's so that you have interest. I have interest in you, and also I would like you to have interest in me so that we can work together because we are after our students 24 hours. Now, what you must know about the Student Affairs Unit. The Student Affairs Unit is about the students, particularly about their academic welfare and general welfare. But before moving on, my presentation to you this morning will be based on the following. I would like you to know the visions of this unit, and then I would like to give some advice to you as a student or new student coming to this standard of learning. Then, apart from that, there are some prohibited academic misconduct at a Summit University that you need to know about. And likewise, there are some prohibited behavioral misconduct that you also need to know about. And all these offenses also attract some certain punishments that we do call sanctions sometimes. Summit University also have some additional value skill for you in order to be transformed and become a global citizens. All the time, we are always after the welfare of our students, and from there, I will also put more light on the university health services. As I said, the vision of Student Affairs is to empower students to discover and achieve their dreams. Firstly, I would like to welcome all freshers to the topmost and interesting campus of Summit University offer, where we shine like the sun. Today, Summit University has become a principal social agent of development through our teaching, research, technological innovation, collaboration, and internationalization. The Office of Student Affairs is highly committed to work with you, as I said from the beginning, in order to realize your dreams. Therefore, I urge you to take full advantages of the opportunities you will find at these citadels of learning. Now, since the reason why you are here is to learn, there's a time for everything in life. There's a time for play, there's a time for work, there's a time for study, even there's a time for sleeping. So we don't need to waste our time, and we need to be organized by planning things in the right way. I would like to advise you in the following ways. Let me start from the classes and faculty. That is, the moment you resume to the school, you need to take note and pay attention carefully in the class. Because if you're in the class and you are not paying attention, you are not likely to gain anything. You need to pay full attention to your tutors in the class. Then you need to do your homeworks. Read your study materials before and after the lecture. This is one of the best way of preparing ahead of your class. Then talk to your professors, lecturers, facilitators. They are here because of you, and try to learn something new every day. Your professors, your lecturers, your facilitators, they are not just here. Without you, they cannot be here. And likewise, Without them, you also cannot be here. So we are all we are all need to what? Collaborate together to achieve our aims and our objectives. Be committed to getting good grade in the first year, because your first year, especially the first semester, serve as a foundation of your academics career. Then you need to lay your foundation on a solid rock, not on ordinary particles that will be washed away by erosion. So, because it is easier to maintain a good GPA than to recover from a bad GPA. As I'm trying to advise you, uh, I would like you also to connect with students and faculty and staff. That is, do not feel shy to ask questions. To satisfy your curiosity about the Summit University. We have a lot of things to over for you. Then about your heads, we are concerned about your heads because earth is wet. But firstly, make sure you take care of yourself, because you cannot succeed in class or even in life if your mental and physical health is not doing well. So the Summit University is about your welfare, but all this can be achieved when we are in a good health. So time management and resources. When we talk about the time is the most scarce resources. For instance, yesterday has gone and it has gone forever. So whatever resources given to you at home, you make use of them in an efficient way. Then about your time, try to organize yourself. Make a schedule time table. Give yourself time to learn. Then discover yourself. What I mean by discovering yourself is that you need to discover yourself. You don't need to copy anybody, because that's what we call individual differences. We are not the same. So you don't need to copy anybody. When you discover yourself, then you will be able to achieve whatever you want to achieve. And from there, you'll be progressing in your academic career. As we have known that in every organization or association, there are rules and regulations. For instance, in state, we have constitution. Even from God, we have revelation guidance our daily behavior. So likewise, the state have a constitution. So any associations, any organization have their own rules and regulations. Likewise, the Summit University, we have our own rules and regulations that are applicable to student conduct. One of such conduct is that conduct and academic integrity. Now, as a student of Summit University, you accept not only the right and privilege of membership, but also the responsibility to uphold a long and steadfast traditions of excellence. That is, you need to be a good ambassador of school anywhere you go. Here we deal with morality. And when we talk about morality, morality is talking about the rightness and wrongness. That is, what we should do, what we should not do. Now, I want to let you know some prohibited academic misconduct at Summit University. One of them is a failure to comply with instructions. Instructions in the lecture room, instruction during the examination, instruction given at your various hostel, instruction given by your lecturers, and so on and so forth. You must follow the instruction, and you have to do things accordingly. Then, examination malpractice of any form is not allowed. When I talk about examination malpractice, it's not a new concept to you. It's also what you know about. At the Summit University, we are not tolerating any form of examination malpractice, plagiarism, falsification, or fabrication. are also not allowed. Impersonation or collusion and etc. are also not allowed at experiment university. Again, let me also discuss about the prohibited behavioral misconduct. Prohibited behavioral misconduct. Threatening the life of your fellow students or endangering behaviors are not allowed because as you have your rights and your freedom, your fellow citizens also have their own rights and their own freedom. So we don't allow anyone to violate the right of another's. The uses or display of firearms is also not allowed. It is part of a prohibited behavioral misconduct. Alcohol misconduct, drug abuse, gambling, gambling are also not allowed. Courtesan, courtesans, stealing, harassment, nuisance are also not allowed. When I say nuisance, nuisance has to do with disturbing other people's peace, even by making noise. You know, by making too much of noise, is so that you are polluting the environment. So, and where there's too much of noises, learning cannot what take place. Then, apart from that, technology misuse, damages, and the faces are also not allowed. Now, as I said, that when we talk about morality or ethics, I said it states about what we should do and what we should not do. It's talking about rightness and wrongness. As I've mentioned, all those prohibited misconduct. So if anyone now involved in any one of those offenses, there are penalties. For instance, what are the penalty? What are the penalty? What are the penalty of those offenses? For instance, courtesan. If anybody involved in act of secret court, that person will face panel. But at the end of the day, where there are evidence against him or her, such student will be expelled. Involvement in pornography. When we're talking about pornography, we are talking about all those another misconduct that has to do with a bad image and so on and so forth. If at all there are evidence against such a student, after facing the panel, such student will also be what? Expelled. Then stealing, destruction, defacing, and vandalization of the school properties is also not allowed. Any student caught for that will also be expelled at the end of the day. Number 4, absent from the school or hostel without exit from by the all master or all mistress. So if anybody leave the school without approval, then that student will be suspended. And that student will be suspended after facing the panel for a semester. Alcohol misconduct or holding of illegal parties inside the school without the approval of the school authority. The school authority will not even allow you to hold any illegal party, as you have known. Now, if anybody involved in this misconduct, there will be suspension for one session. Number 6, failure to attend orientation activities. At Summit University, orientation activities is compulsory. It's compulsory for all the students. So if anybody fail to attend orientation activities intentionally, then such students will face panel firstly, and at the end of the day, your studentship can be terminated because your admission will be withdrawn. Then violations of matriculation oaths is another big offense. There's agreement between us and you that you are going to be a good ambassador, as we are also ready and dedicated to transform you. by bringing you from darkness to light, and by making you to become a global citizens and be relevant throughout the world. So, if anybody also violate matriculation hold, such student will be expelled. Public disturbances within the campus. As I said, that at Summit University, we are so dedicated and we are also focused on our students. We don't want any of our students to engage in any act of nuisance or polluting the air from one place to another place. If any student called for this and there are evidence against him or her, such student will also be suspended for one session. Now, I've said it in the past that the essence of you being here, the essence of you being here is to learn. Failure to attend up to 75% practical or lectures, that means you'll not be able to write the school examination. So if you don't have up to 75%, you'll not be able to write the school examination. Then fighting, the last one, fighting in the hall of residence and in the school, university generally. That is another public disturbances. If anybody caught for this and there are evidence against them, they will be expelled out of the school because they are disturbing the peace of other students. Now, at Summit University, you cannot come here without being transformed. At Summit University, we are sincerely ready to assist you with our core value skill in order to realize all your dreams. And one of those skills is Islam and global citizen skill, financial literacy skill, clean and renewable energy skill, families and leadership skill, artificial intelligence and ICT skill. As we are when we are talking about security, we talk about hardware, but it's not beyond issue of hardware. We need the software to deal with the insecurity. The academic skill, that is within 3 months after your graduation, you'll be gainfully employed. The last one is history, heritage, storytelling, and storytelling. We focus on our students seriously. We actively listen to all students in their learning and development of mind because we know that all the students are not the same due to the individual differences. We also constantly look for ways that are better than where we were yesterday for our students and staff. We also involve alumni and stakeholders who have successfully established in our regular teachings and program. The internalization. What I want you to know about internalization at Summit University is that we go beyond obstacles and artificial structure in order to serve the Summit University community and produce global citizens. Sustainability. As I've told you, that we powerfully focus on our students, we use 21st century learning models such as academic immersion program in order to transform our students. However, when we talk about all these things, we need to talk about the health of our students. At a Summit University, we provide sound healthcare to support students in reaching their optimal health so that they can achieve their academics and personal potentials. And we also collaborate with General Hospital Offer for good health service delivery. Finally, the door of all authorities, head of departments, deans of your faculty, and that of my office are open to you to assist you in addressing the challenges you may encounter. Once again, see you around the Summit campus and enjoy your academic freedom. Thank you for listening.
الصلاة والسلام على